Second down and 2 coming up. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Purdy to throw it on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Prescott to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador, and the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
and I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Purdy bootlegging it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a...
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, guys.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slip. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figured both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Thanks. Hey, we could use a touchdown. 3-0 as we welcome you back in. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and great, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, it's Purdy. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run, and at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Diamador. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 56 yards. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Murr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Purdy to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Again, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Dak and the Cowboys down 10-7, a little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Dak. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw, Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here's Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And some room to run now. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded